Hi, today I wanted to go over real quickly a review on the Vitamix 5200 and also do a quick demonstration. So the Vitamix 5200 is an industrial size or strength or quality grade of a blender. You see this right here. You know, if you ever see a road show of the Vitamix, they advertise heavily that this is the same blender that they use at Jamba Juice or Starbucks or several other restaurants to make their drinks and smoothies. But also you can do several things with this device, and it comes with a nice fancy hardcover recipe book, and you can do your drinks and smoothies, various kinds, and you can even make milk, soy milk, other things like peanut butter sauces, dips, soups. And if you put water in there long enough, it'll actually boil. So powerful. But I predominantly use the Vitamix to get my daily amount of fruits and vegetables, because to be honest with you, I despise vegetables, and with the Vitamix you're able to to mix fruit and vegetables in a way that kind of hides the taste of vegetables. Today I've got a couple. This is what we're gonna mix here today. Right here on this plate I've got broccoli, which I despise. There's no way I'd ever eat broccoli. Carrots I'm okay with. Tomatoes I really don't like. Strawberries, a lot of times, you eat the strawberry and you cut off the green portion. I don't know if this is true, but they advertise at the Vitamix Roadshow that the green stuff on the strawberry has more vitamin C than an orange. So either way, you can still eat it. I mean, normally throw it away, but you can use a lot of the stuff that you normally would throw away and use it in a Vitamix. For example, the apple, you can put the core and seeds and it blends it up in there. I'm also going to throw in some almonds today, and you can just do whatever. You can make your own almond butter too if you want. Peanut butter's pretty good. Make it all natural. Also, you can pretty much add spinach to anything and it won't taste like spinach. So if you had like a strawberry banana and add some spinach, it's a good way to get a good tasting smoothie and then also get full serving vegetables. But look at all that spinach. Kind of cut down costs. I like to buy big frozen bags of stuff, like a giant bag of frozen broccoli, throw it in the freezer. Or if you're able to get fruit or vegetable in season, and you have a significant other that likes to actually eat fruit and vegetables, if there's so much that they're not able to eat, you can freeze it and then use it in your smoothie. And really the sky's the limit on what you can put in your smoothie. You can put onions, garlic, you can do whatever you want. And you'll notice that certain combinations are better than others, and some things will take the flavor of the smoothie. Like celery, for example. If you put a little bit of celery, your smoothie will taste like celery. So we're going to go ahead and do a demonstration here. What we're going to do is why I chopped up the apples is sometimes you put a whole apple in there, it won't be able to get down into the blades or cut it, and it'll eventually get there, but just to throw it in there. And also the recipes in the book, there are a lot of different smoothie recipes that they have in there that you can, they're optimized. Hey, put this in first, put this in second. I just kind of throw stuff in there, and I know it'll end up getting mixed eventually. So hopefully for this demonstration, it won't take a while to get started. Because once it actually gets started and into the blades, it only takes a few seconds. This blender versus like a regular blender that you get at a normal store that costs maybe 30 or 40 bucks really doesn't compare to the consistency. We set all this stuff here. I can't even imagine what it would be like. I can't even get ice in a regular blender chopped up. I mean, this I'm putting in almonds and seeds and all this other stuff. I mean, it actually, if you put it in there long enough, you have a smooth consistency with raspberry seeds or blackberry seeds or strawberries. And normally with a smoothie, you're drinking it and you kind of get stuck in your teeth. But this will actually grind all that up. Oh, also I forgot to mention, what I normally have a Shakeology smoothie in addition to, but lately I've found I can just have one smoothie, because if you throw in some chocolate Shakeology, I mean, it just tastes like a regular chocolate smoothie, and it actually tastes pretty good. So this cuts down with how many smoothies I have to drink and I was normally drinking these back to back. It's a lot of liquid, so I just actually combine it. But you know, the Shakeology is really good by itself, but I found I can still add it to this and it doesn't taste bad at all. And also, with the nuts and the vegetables I had here, Shakeology has 18 or so grams of protein. You get like a full, complete meal versus just like a snack. But again, you're supposed to get however 8 servings of fruit and vegetable, and you can make this as big or as little as you want. And if you have a lot, you can kind of divide it up. I also find that orange juice is really good because you know there's not really liquid, or if the fruit or vegetables you're using doesn't have a lot of liquid, it'll just get kind of dried up and it won't blend that well. So it sometimes requires just a tad bit of water or liquid or milk. I mean, you can put whatever, but for this I'm just going to put, you know, just about that much. And it's going to get pretty loud, and if you're living in a building, it kind of sounds like an airplane jet engine going off here because it's 2 horsepower. It's not in watts like your typical blender is. And also you got this little handy plunger thing. You just put it in there as hard as you can, and it's not going to touch the blade. So here we go. I have to plug your ears. How it works is you start it off like on a low setting, and also you can just chop regular vegetables on this low setting and it won't pulverize or make it liquid. So start it up. Sometimes I'll do that too because there might be a lingering piece that was, you know, shoved off to the side or something, so I just put it on high, then low a little bit just so I can hear, because I've had a couple times where a little bit of something solid. Oh, also too, this is actually going to be cold when I use, or kind of warm, so when I use a lot of frozen vegetables I don't require ice, but just for this, because my frozen vegetables, my broccoli actually kind of thawed out while I was standing here, so it's going to require a little bit of ice. And you can see I'll just take a couple more seconds. Boom, and then your ice is already, that's enough to get it cold. And then boom, there you have it. And then I pop the whole thing. Then I drink this. There it is, completely smooth. And then to clean it is a real breeze. All you do is you rinse it out, put a little bit of dishwasher. You know, I'm not going to sit here, I won't clean it, but you just rinse it out a little bit. And all you do is you put a little bit of water and dishwasher soap, and you put it back on there low and high, and then you just dump it out, and that's all there is to clean. So let me taste it real quick just to see. Nice and smooth. I don't taste any inconsistencies. It's just like a very, very smooth liquid, just like you'd expect at a smoothie. And again, depending on what your flavor and taste is, I prefer to put as much vegetable in as possible, but if you just like the fruit smoothie, you know, it'll taste awesome. But here you have a nice, healthy, all-natural smoothie with your fruit and vegetables, and also a Shakeology, the healthiest meal of the day. And if you don't know what Shakeology is, you can check out my website, find out all about it at getmuscledefinition.com. But there's my review. I love the Vitamix, and even though it's a little bit expensive, I use it every day, and I think it's worth it in the long run. Thanks.